Before we begin, take 1 second right now. If you respect history, if you believe real wealth is built with patience, and if you don't want to miss stories that most people will never hear, subscribe to this channel. This is not entertainment for kids. This is knowledge for men who understand time, value, and legacy. Now listen carefully. I in your hand. This coin may look small, ordinary, almost forgotten. But history does not shout. History whispers. And only men who know how to listen ever discover the truth. This is not just metal, this is not just money, this is a silent witness to power, empire, collapse, and survival. The South Africa 2.5 shillings coin from 1954 was born in a world very different from today. A world where money was not printed endlessly. A world where a man's savings had weight. A world where coins were struck with purpose, authority, and control. 1954 was not a peaceful year. It was a year of tension beneath the surface. The world was rebuilding from war, but new battles were already forming. Power was shifting quietly, from old empires to new systems. And South Africa stood at a crossroads of history, resources, and influence. This coin came from that exact moment. When this coin was minted, gold and silver still meant something real. Governments feared losing control over them. Ordinary people trusted them more than promises. And men who understood wealth didn't show it loudly. They held it quietly. The 2.5 shillings denomination itself tells a story. It wasn't meant for the poor. It wasn't pocket change for children. It was designed for men who worked, saved, traded, and understood measured value. Men who counted coins at the end of a long day and knew exactly what each one represented, the metal composition, the weight, the balance in the hand, all of it was deliberate. Coins from this era were engineered to last longer than the men who carried them. That is why, even today, decades later, this coin still exists while millions of paper notes from the same time are dust. Look at the design. Every line, every symbol, every mark was chosen with intent. Nothing was decorative without meaning. This coin was a statement of authority. It reflected the system that created it, and the system wanted obedience, trust, and permanence. But here is where the story turns. Most people see this coin and think they already understand it. They search for simple answers. They ask, how much is it worth? And that question alone proves they don't understand real value, because the true value of this coin was never meant to be obvious. During the 1950s, South Africa controlled resources that powered the modern world. Metals, minerals, and trade routes that governments quietly depended on. Coins like this moved through hands that shaped industries, policies, and futures. They passed through offices, factories, ports, and vaults. Some of these coins traveled far beyond South Africa. They crossed borders in pockets and briefcases. They were exchanged in deals that were never written down. They were kept hidden during times of uncertainty, when banks were not trusted and governments changed their rules overnight. Ask yourself this: how many times has this exact coin been held by someone who knew something others didn't? How many decisions were made while this coin rested silently nearby? How many fortunes rose and fell while this coin remained unchanged? Coins like this survived inflation, political shifts, economic resets, and social upheaval. They outlived systems that promised stability and delivered chaos. And yet, today, most people overlook them. Why? Because modern society teaches speed, not patience. Noise, not silence. Digital numbers, not physical weight. But men who have lived long enough know the truth. Real value does not announce itself. It waits. The 1954 South Africa 2.5 shillings coin belongs to a category that no longer exists. A category of money that demanded respect. You could feel its presence. You could measure it. You could hide it, pass it on, or protect it without asking permission. That kind of power scarce systems built on control over time. Many of these coins disappeared. Melted. Lost. Hoarded. Forgotten in drawers, safes, and inherited boxes no one bothered to open. Each year, fewer remain. And with each passing year, the silence around them grows louder. Men between 35 and 65 understand this better than anyone. You have lived through change. You have seen currencies weaken. You have seen promises broken. You have watched value shift from solid to abstract. And deep down, you know something important was lost along the way. This coin represents that lost understanding. It represents a time when money required discipline, when savings demanded effort, when value was slow, heavy, and real. It represents restraint in a world now addicted to excess. But there is something else. Not all 1954 coins are equal. Some were struck differently. Some survived untouched. Some carry subtle details that only trained eyes notice. Small variations that separate the ordinary from the extraordinary. And those variations change everything. Collectors know this. Serious collectors. The kind who don't talk loudly. The kind who wait years for the right piece. The kind who understand that rarity is not always about age, but about survival. This is where the story becomes uncomfortable, because once you truly understand what this coin represents, you also understand why its real value is rarely discussed openly. Why information about it feels scattered. Why clear answers are hard to find. Knowledge like this was never meant for everyone. It was meant for men who could recognize it, men who don't chase trends, men who respect history, men who understand that wealth is not about showing, but about knowing. If this coin could speak, it would not brag. It would remind you that time is the most powerful force of all. That patience outlasts noise. That what survives is often more important than what shines. And now, decades later, in a world flooded with worthless numbers on screens, the small, silent coin stands apart, still waiting, still heavy, still unchanged. Most people will never understand why, but you didn't click away, which means you already feel it. In the next part, I will reveal why this specific coin has shocked collectors, why its value defies common logic, and why the final number attached to it has left even experienced men silent. Before I continue, tell me this: do you want me to continue and reveal the final part of the story and the coin's value?